Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of February 22nd, 2026. This is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, just take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means that it is meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what those placements are, in the description box is information on how you can obtain a free birth chart. And also in that description box is information on how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. I issue 48 exclusive readings to members. So if you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Leo collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Leo not see coming for the week of February 22nd, 2026? What do they not see coming for the week ahead? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Okay, thank you. Leo, we have talking crap, and at the bottom of the deck we have fishing for comments. Okay. Tell me why this is something that Leo does not see coming for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy, first card that popped out is the Wheel of Fortune. That is followed by the Ten of Cups, the Tower, and the Six of Cups. In the energy of the situation, environment, or connection that you're interacting with this week, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups, the Tower, and the Six of Cups. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Leo's energy this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Queen of Wands. That's you, whether you are masculine or feminine. The Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I really like this for you. I think you either have some new creative idea that in that Queen of Wands this week energy you're looking to pursue or expand upon. Whatever situation, environment, or connection this is for you, or again, maybe something creative that you're working on, you seem to be passionate about it, you're excited about it. It brings you a level of happiness and emotional contentment that you have not had for quite some time. I feel like you are in the pursuit here, in the pursuit of something that makes you incredibly happy. And again, this could be in career and finance, love and romance, or some other aspect or area of your life. But it looks like your ultimate goal here for this week is to pursue this Ace of Cups, because you feel it will bring you emotional contentment or emotional satisfaction. And then we have a Tower moment here occurring with a soul bond or soul contract here in your life. This is an individual that you know. I don't feel like this is a stranger to you. Tell me about the Tower. What is that Tower moment here with this individual? I almost feel like this interrupts your progress or your movement towards that Ace of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Tower is clarified by the Strength card, which is you, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. It looks like you are receiving, you're either receiving communication from this individual or there's some kind of conversation here between you and this individual. It seems to be a little unexpected. You seem to be very guarded when the communication comes in. I'm almost getting the feeling like you are looking for an excuse or a reason to remove yourself from the conversation. This is like going to the store, just as an example, and you bump into someone that you particularly don't like, or someone that you have friend zoned at some point, or you've distanced yourself from. Now you kind of feel a little cornered in the aisle. They're trying to talk to you. It's startling. You didn't expect to run into them. You're very defensive. And with that Six of Swords, it's like you're looking for a reason to leave. Like, oh gosh, it's 12 o'clock. Geez, I gotta, finish up here because I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. There's something like that, like wanting to extricate yourself from the conversation here, and you seem very guarded and defensive. So I don't think like this doesn't appear to be like you have an appointment at 9 a.m. to talk to this person. This seems to be a little unexpected in that Tower. So again, running into someone or receiving communication from someone or engaging with someone and then bringing up a topic that you didn't expect them to bring up in that moment. Six of Cups. What does Leo need to know about this particular connection? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Ten of Swords, we have Justice, and we have the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. In a career and finance reading, the Hierophant to the Ten of Pentacles. This could be your employer, or if you own your own business, this can be an employee or a contractor, someone that you work with, because in Aquarian Financery, the Hierophant very well could be the corporate entity or business company that you work for, or like I said, maybe for your own. So this could be like a discussion you're having with an employee, a contractor, or some type of service provider. And for others of you, this could be someone within the construct of a family group, a community group, maybe even like a political organization or religious organization that you engage with or you are involved with. And for others of you, this could be a marital partner or someone that at some point in time you either have or had a higher level of commitment with. There's appears here to be a conversation that this person wants to have about something that transpired between you and them. It looks like they're offering this small apology. And again, just using that example of running into someone at the store, this would be like, hey, I haven't seen you in so long. The last time we spoke, I said ABC. I'm really sorry if you took that the wrong way. I noticed that you've been distancing yourself from me. So again, I don't know who this person is to you. They are a soul contract. They are familiar to you, meaning it's not a new person that you're randomly bumping into and they're being rude. This is someone that you have history with, and it looks like they're offering either an explanation or some kind of apology. I also feel like this person could be trying to find out what you've been up to or how you've been doing since you last engaged with them. So they're fishing for comments, in other words, looking to see how you will respond and what it is that you will say to them during this conversational encounter. I do have the Talking Crap card, and that's the primary card here that we're clarifying. So I get the feeling here that this person is not your favorite person. And you could feel like they're untrustworthy in that Talking Crap card, like anything that they say, it's just lip service, or if they're apologizing to you, you're not really buying it or believing it. And again, this comes down to like a level of trust here between you and this person. Three of Pentacles. Clarified in this person's energy with the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Swords. It's like this person is looking to engage with you, interact with you, collaborate with you, work with you, but they seem to be very much up in their head about whether or not you will go along with this or even want to interact with them. Why is this person in the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card. What's behind that Moon card? We have the Page of Wands. Well, there's your communication. Yeah, it seems like this person's going to throw this out there. Something here that they're saying, possibly with a small apology. And then they're going to hang back and wait. It's like they're going to speak their truth or what they feel is their truth in that Ace of Swords. And then the Hangman to the Queen of Cups, they're just going to kind of sit back or reserve their emotions to see what your response will be. Anything else Leo needs to know about this interaction? Anything else Leo needs to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have Judgment. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. That's your energy, whether you are masculine or feminine. Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Anything else you need to know about this interaction with this person? I feel that this person will make a judgment call here. And the judgment call seems to be that if they don't receive the response from you that they're expecting or desiring, this person may then escalate to a little bit of a combative energy. It's not the Five of Swords, but it could start becoming some petty comments here by this individual. Again, if they're not receiving the outcome from you or the response from you that they desire, it looks like this could even be like maybe a backhanded compliment or something like that. And again, just to give you an example, you run into this person. It's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. Last time we saw you, we saw one another, ABC happen. I'm so sorry if you took that the wrong way. So it could come across something like that. And if you don't reciprocate, or you don't give them the response that they want, this seems like a backhanded compliment. I want to get three more cards because this, again, only for an example. I'm not predicting that this person will say this. It will be something like, by the way, you look really great because, the last time I saw you, you weren't looking so well. that would be a backhanded compliment. You can just say that I look great today, right? You don't have to reference that the last time you saw me, I was disheveled or unshowered, or you know what I mean? I was going through a difficult time. So this seems to be a backhanded compliment with that, the Knight of Pentacles being like the compliment, the offering. It's genuine in the sense of you do look great today, but that Five of Wands, that's what I feel like backhanded compliment, like five fingers, you know, kind of slapping you up beside your head. And it's like the judgment call they're making. So they're going into this conversation or communication here with you with an expectation. And also knowing that if the expectation isn't met, well, then I'm just going to say ABC. I feel like this is planned. Again, if they're not receiving the response that they want from you. Anything else Leo needs to know about this? I just want to get one card on this person's energy, and then we'll get you some advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Sun card, which is you. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords. There you go. Yeah, I don't think there's much I have to say about this person after that. Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Five of Swords. This is very deceptive communication. Again, intended, fishing for comments, right? Intended to elicit a type of reaction or response from you, because this person has pretty high expectations. It looks like when you fall short, or if you fall short of those expectations, then there's a backhanded compliment here that they're going into this communication feeling like, well, if Leo says this or Leo doesn't say this, this is what I'm going to say. So their sights are set on you here in that Sun card. And I think the pettiness of this person, or the envy or jealousy or the toxicity within them, like the shadow aspect of them, I feel is going to be illuminated to you, revealed to you. You're going to see that this person really hasn't changed. And like I said, there seems to be a level of pettiness or I don't want to call it disdain, but possibly envy or jealousy for you. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. I mean, without even pulling the advice cards, I want to say to not allow this person to derail you from what appears to be some kind of level of happiness here that you've achieved since communicating with them, or since they've been in your life, or whatever happened here between you and them. You seem to be in a really good state mentally and emotionally. And like I said, you're working on creating this Ace of Cups, even if that is just taking better care of yourself, and you're finding emotional contentment in that. So even before looking at the advice cards, I want to say to not allow the interaction with this person, however great or small it is this week, to derail you from the inner contentment that appears here that you have found or will be finding this week within you. We have the Three of Wands. That is the second decan in Aries. Astrologically, that is the Sun in Aries. You then have the Strength card, which is you, Leo. And then we have Temperance. So in terms of advice, Ace of Cups, that's what I told you. Like, don't take your eye off of this. Again, whatever this is for you. And it seems to bring you a level of emotional fulfillment. So as you move forward from after your interaction with this person, because the Three of Wands sometimes could be we're moving forward, right? We're preparing for this expansion or something new that we're working on here. You're taking action towards that Ace of Cups. I felt that right away with that Queen of Wands energy there for you. Just be strong. Continue to stay balanced and focused. I almost want to say look at this person like there was a purpose or meaning for this person to be in your life. So figure that out. That'll be different for all of you this week. And it may very well be that just at the end of the day, your engagement with this individual in the past has changed the way you react to people who behave this way. And maybe that was part of your growth here. Again, that's just for some of you watching. But in terms of advice, after you move on from this interaction with this person, continue to stay strong and balanced, and continue to nurture this Ace of Cups, because it really is adding to your structure and your stability. It is part of this new chapter of your life, and don't allow this person to derail you from that. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box to find out how you can become a member of my Time Travelers program. Until I read for you again, I am sending you light, love, and peace.